welcome to Ongaku Concept. This is Joshua. So this video has been a long time coming. Those of you who have seen this channel for a long while will know that while video uploads used to be very frequent, they started stagnating around 2018 and kind of dropped off completely. And I wanted to give you an update as to the future of this channel and why things are the way that they are and how they will proceed. So today marks the 10th anniversary since the very first upload of this channel. When I started Ongaku Concept, it was the very first dedicated game music theory channel on YouTube. There was nobody else doing that kind of content, at least not as a channel focus. And I wanted to see that kind of content, and so I made it myself. And what began as a creative outlet to let me express all the things that I was learning about music at the time became much more than I could have expected or anticipated. I had a little bit of experience with YouTube. I started my guitar cover channel in 2010. I'd been doing that for a while. I'd just been getting into more complicated productions with multiple camera angles and things like that. And I became interested in doing video essays, especially as I kept rambling about music theory to my friends, and I needed a more creative way to get those things out of my head. So Ongaku Concept was born. Around late 2016, I experienced a burnout because I had been doing weekly uploads for about 2 years alongside my guitar cover channel and various other projects, a concept album, and a lot more. And it all began to be too much, and so I needed a little bit of a break. But while I did return to YouTube in late 2016, and I launched a Patreon, and I started doing, I think, the highest effort videos that I made in 2017, and some of the videos that I'm most proud of, some of the videos that got the most attention. I never fully recovered from that burnout, and it turned into a severe depression for various other reasons that I didn't understand until a little later. And with that, I was studying certain topics with music theory very intensely. And I woke up one day in the midst of this to find my excitement for music theory evaporate seemingly overnight. Looking back, I don't think it was overnight. I think there were signs. But it happened. and it never really came back. At the time, this was very difficult for me to reconcile and understand, because I felt like a part of me had been lost. But I accepted it. Around this time, I started to pivot to composition and production. And I started writing music and arranging, producing, playing guitar for different artists, for video games, anime. And that became my focus. And I'm proud to say that I am now a professional composer, producer, guitarist for video games and other media. I've had the good fortune to work with James Landino, Garrett Williamson, Scott the Woz, Alpha Rad, Fortnite, and many other projects. Johnny Gioeli. And I wouldn't say that Ongaku Concept ever left my mind throughout all of that. While I accepted that my passion for music theory had left me, I always wanted to return to this channel and make something more of it. I conjured up many different ways to approach it, some of which were seen, some of which I uploaded, attempted to make different schedules and different video formats, things that would engage me more, things that I felt like I could really do. But they never stuck. And as I got busier with composing, those things in OC really fell by the wayside entirely. Last year, I thought to myself that I didn't think that I would ever really come back to OC as much as I wanted to. But I didn't want it gathering dust. I wanted it to be in the hands of someone who would take care of it. And so I made a call for potential hosts. I received a number of responses, but only a few seemed to me to be capable of really taking the channel and its legacy and growing it from there. Unfortunately, all of these people who I was interested in having host the channel ended up revoking their offers due to time constraints and other commitments. I very nearly sold this channel to Materia Collective, as they offered a few thousand to take the channel into their hands. But after some negative PR that I felt was a result of poor decisions on their part, I didn't think that I could trust them with this channel and its legacy. And so I declined the offer. And with that, I found myself back where I started. And so I think the time has come to say goodbye to Ongaku Concept. I think this is where the road ends for this channel. But I didn't want to leave without saying goodbye. Back when I began Ongaku Concept, I never could have imagined that it would have received the attention that it did, that it would have inspired as many people as it did, that it would have encouraged as many people as it did. I have received so many emails and messages over the years of people telling me that they started learning music or music theory because of this channel, that they were able to pass tests, get into college because of what they learned from here, citing my work in their theses. And I'm very grateful. And for me as well, I learned so much from this channel by making all of this. I met so many people that I now call dear friends because of this channel. I'm very proud of everything that it became. And I look fondly back on that time in my life. Even if this is the end for this channel, it's not the end of my creative endeavors on YouTube or otherwise. I still have my primary channel where I upload on occasion. I have YouTube channels for each of my bands and projects. I recently started a YouTube channel just for guitar covers, for kind of old format guitar covers, where I just play along to the song and that's it. I'm thinking of doing video essays again, and I've got on a brand new channel. Not quite music theory related, but something sort of adjacent. So you'll see those come up. There'll be links to all of those things in the description. And you can follow me on Twitter if you want to find out more about when those get updated. If you want to say hi, or you ever want to ask questions about concepts that I've talked about on this channel, you're welcome to send me an email, and I'll be glad to respond. But for now, I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who stuck with me and supported me and encouraged me. I have read every single comment that's ever been posted, and I'm grateful for them all. Thank you to everybody who's watched and supported me, who's been there for me during the times when I didn't know what to do. To everybody in the community. Thank you to Charles and Andrew for encouraging me when this channel was beginning, helping me set up the community, the Discord server, when I didn't know how any of that worked. Thank you to Creator Zone for creating my first two channel branding graphic sets. For Nico, Vliek for my current channel branding. Ezra for the little chibi of me. Thank you to Ice for the voice acting in my channel intro. Thank you to Brian Wall for teaching me to be open. thank you to Vincent for acting as the OC moderator for so many years. Thank you to everybody on the OC Discord. I'm very grateful. I won't be deleting content on this channel. It'll all stay up. But there will be no more future uploads here. I hope you can enjoy what exists on this channel for what it is, for what it has been. And I hope you understand that I need to move on from this. But I don't do so bitterly. I do so with gratitude. So I guess that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. Be safe, be well, be open. And I'll see you guys next time.
Number 1. Music theory won't help. I've talked a lot about dominant chords on this channel before, but today I'm going to show you a new use for the dominant chord that, when combined... What if I told you that this chord, they want to be unique and stand out from the crowd? This is a good thing. Absolute favorite songs, hopes and dreams. Hey everybody, welcome to Ongaku Concept, the channel for video game music theory. Dungeon themes are very ambient. It's very unlike the rest of the soundtrack. Up a whole tone to C, just to make things easier to talk about. How does one really go about writing that? You can really write this kind of music. The Legend of Zelda series has several musical themes that show up over and over. The encounter in the game is the Alola region's theme. I'm sure I had the right notes, but a root, a lowered fifth, a lowered seventh, sort of rambled incoherently for about 15 minutes. And synth place, because this time, Team B C Sharp takes up the back of the line, moving downwards rather than upward. The solo, and he came across that part, and he's like, I have no idea what's going on here. What do you think?
And I'll see you guys next time.
In the key of C, there is a B. That's the 7. That one rarely shows up.